Quan, what do you remember about that Miami game last year? Pretty crazy.
Rained a lot, soaking wet. I remember we were up. We kind of started out close to the end. Weren't really moving the ball like we could have. I remember a big third down play. Threw the ball across the middle, kind of high. Kind of went through Brad Stewart's hands, and from there kind of went downhill. And then I just remember them getting the lucky tip at the end off of AJ and Lamont. And from there, I think it was kind of the turning point of our season last year.
Are their linebackers as good as any in the league, you think?
I think they're pretty good, especially being able to see them play as true freshmen when I was a sophomore, and then just kind of getting to see them grow. I think they're pretty good players.
I guess kind of how did you take your role last week?
Tried to do what I could to put the team in the best position to be successful. I think Coach Johnson was trying to do the same thing, just to put the team in the best position to be successful. It turned out, well, it was a nail-biter at the end, but we pulled it out, and our goal was to win that game and be 1-0 coming out of the week, and we did that. So we put ourselves in a good position to be able to win Game 6 at home and get back to a bowl game.
Has it been hard? And it seems like you're a little beat up still and trying to play through it, and then it's a competition, so it's got to be tough.
Yeah, it's frustrating because I've been beat up a lot this year, a lot more than I ever thought I could be. Sometimes I think I'm a little bit invincible, but I think God kind of showed me a different little path this year. But it's also exciting being able to see Tobias get out there and be able to take over and do things to help our team get back to where we want to be, and that's getting back to a bowl game. So it's tough. It's frustrating for me because I'm a competitor, so I want to be doing something at all times. But sometimes you have to be a competitor from a different perspective. And for me, for the past couple of weeks, it's just been being able to support the guys and lead them in a different way. So I've been kind of trying to play that role the best of my ability.
Has it helped being a captain and knowing that you have that additional responsibility to kind of keep your mind right when you get frustrated maybe that you're not out there?
Yeah, I think it's helped me out a lot, and just having my parents in my ear and the coaches in my ear, just to make sure I'm playing my role the right way. So it's definitely helped me out.
What kind of support have you gotten from your parents?
A lot, because they know how frustrated I can get and how competitive I am, and no matter what, whether I'm 50%, 60%, whatever it may be, that I'm going to give my all regardless. And sometimes when I'm not 100%, it's not always the best to try to be out there. And I think I kind of screwed myself over a little bit doing that. But they've been very supportive. They always have been. So it's always good having mom and dad on your back.
What kind of advice or encouragement have they given you?
Just to stay positive. Just keep leading the guys the way they know I can. Just be there for everyone, and when my opportunity comes, just seize the moment and just do what I do.
Did it help seeing, Matthew went through a very similar situation. His injury was very serious, but he was a guy I thought he was probably going to be the starter, and then he ended up being needed before the season was over to win games for you guys and come back and do those kinds of things. Is that something that plays in the back of your mind a little bit here? Even if you're not playing at any moment, you could have to win a game for the team and that sort of thing?
Not really. I try not to think about the past too much, but I think Matt did do a good job of being a good role player. And even last year, he was very supportive. Me and him are actually really good friends, so he was always supportive of me. I was supportive of him, and I think it's the same way this year. I'm very supportive of Tobias, and he's very supportive of me. And outside of football, we actually have a pretty good relationship. We're pretty good friends. So, and plus we're roommates when we go to the hotel. So we're always talking about stuff that's outside of football. So, I think we're very supportive of each other, and whether either one of us are playing, we're going to be positive regardless.
When you say you felt invincible, what kind of things are you getting at?
Fighting through things that I know I can't really fight through, like injuries. when I know I probably should step back a little bit and kind of let everyone know, like, hey, this is what I'm feeling. I'd just be like, oh, no, I'm good, when really I wouldn't be that good. But that's just the competitor in me. I've never really had injuries stop me from playing since I played football. This is kind of the first go-around. I think the Virginia Tech was the first game I've missed, maybe out of one in high school when I dislocated my thumb. So it's tough for me. So.
More for Taquan.
Has it been encouraging coaches sort of approach to where he's just going to kind of go by his gut and give both of y'all a chance to play and see who's playing better, so that way it's not like, hey, I'm just going to go with this guy or I'm going with that guy?
Yeah, I think Coach does a good job of managing the game, and I think he's going to put the team in the best position to win, and ultimately that's what we're all here for. We want to win games, and we want to get back to a bowl game, and if things go our way, we could potentially see ourselves playing in December. So I think that's what he's doing, and I think he's doing a good job at it.
Miami is a team that you have yet to knock off since you've been there. What would it mean to you to get finished out with one of these guys?
It'd be awesome. Last whiteout game for me as a senior. So one of my last home games at Bobby Dodd. It's a primetime game. You can't really ask for much more. So it'll be exciting. We'll be ready to play, and everybody will really be juiced since it's a night game in Atlanta.
Anything else?
You guys are leading the country in rushing, like 377. Are you guys aware of that? And you mean, is that something that's maybe not obviously not your first goal, but it would be kind of neat to be able to finish first and have a pretty big number like that?
We don't really know anything about that. That's the first time I've heard that. Plus, I don't really look on the media too much, so I didn't know that. I don't think any of the other guys know that. We just try to go out and execute, and if we have 300 yards a game, 400 yards a game, then that's what it is. As long as we have more points than them at the end of the game, I think that's what everyone really cares about.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
How you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
It's like 60 carries or something over the last couple of weeks. That's quite a grind.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Kind of what's your approach this week? Same as last week?
Yeah, I mean, it's no different. I'm not preparing any different.
Did you carry the ball anywhere close to that when you were in high school?
28, that's more like it. Not really 40, no.
What's some of the things that Taquan's been saying to you to help mentor you and everything?
He's just been saying keep pushing. Like, he's obviously a little banged up right now, but he's just been positive about everything he says. Keep pushing. Like, we need these wins after every game. Like, he texts me, hey, you did your thing tonight. The next day he texts me, hey, good game last night. Everything fine. Like, he's been positive.
Was it a little more fun to have more of an open playbook and have a lot more to do maybe than running 4 plays?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more fun.
What was kind of your evaluation of your performance when you watched it back?
I left a lot of plays on the field. I think overall, I mean, we got the win. That's the most important thing. But as an individual, I left a lot of plays on the field that I could have done better on.
How have you seen yourself grow as a player these past few games?
Probably my leadership. I'm not a big vocal guy, but as like the past couple of games, I caught myself like telling the guys, "Hey, we're fine." Even when we face adversity, just speaking up, telling everybody just stay calm. Like, it's not our first time seeing adversity, and it won't be our last. So probably just being vocal.
That seems like a theme for quarterbacks who are successful in this offense. I know Justin Thomas and Nesbitt and some of those guys. Is that something you kind of take to heart as well, that part of being successful when you're having to read options and defensive ends and do all those things is keeping your cool?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, when you run the option, the ball's going to be on the ground. I mean, you're in the mesh, you're reading guys 90% of the time. So it's just something you got to get better at over the season.
Is Miami one of those teams where you look at the schedule and say, hey, I'm looking forward to playing against this group?
Yeah, definitely, especially after last year, what happened. I mean, we've been waiting on this one. It's one we had marked on our calendars. Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to it.
I guess playing a night game makes it even better.
Yeah, it's even better.
Yeah, I imagine that'll be a fun experience for you to run out and play your first night game here.
Yeah, it is my first. I'm looking forward to it.
Anything else for Tobias? All right.
Excited about getting a night game finally at home?
Yeah, that's always a big thing, especially with a wideout and Bobby Dodd. We haven't had that since last year with Wake Forest, I think. But yeah, it's definitely a big deal. A lot of energy.
What do you remember about Miami's defense?
They real physical. They real big. They real athletic. So we definitely got to be on our A game and can't have a lot of mistakes.
How would you say the offense is responding between, kind of switching between Marshall and Oliver the past few games?
I think everybody's handling it pretty well. Regardless of the play call, everybody's just buying into whatever's being called and whatever's asked of us.
Nice to have two good quarterbacks, so that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, a lot easier. A lot of experience between both of them now.
Do you remember much about the 14 game when you were redshirting against Miami?
Yeah, it was
Whiteout too.
it was a night game. It was pretty cold. It was a lot of energy. It was definitely a big win for us. I think we were undefeated at that point. I think
Yeah, I think
maybe,
so, yeah.
maybe, but it was definitely a crucial win for us, and we definitely need it again.
What did you see from the blocking on the perimeter Saturday?
There were a couple times where we should have like gone to cut, but like some of us like stayed up, myself included. Just gotta clean that up a little bit and just throw a little more maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. Just whenever like I don't know. Just gotta read it right.
Was it nice to see Tobias start to show that threat of the pass now that might open up stuff for you guys both in the running game and in the passing game for the A-backs?
Yeah, I've always known that he could throw the ball. I'm glad that he's able to show it now.
How have you seen him grow as a player throughout the games?
Just getting a lot of experience, just being in a lot of crucial situations, and him just really just kind of thrown into the fire and just developing sort of like how I was a little bit.
How is he vocally compared to Taquan? Has he, kind of taken on the role of a leader out there on the field, even though he's, a little bit younger than Taquan is?
A little bit, but he really does most of his talking on the field while playing.
Is he similar to Justin in that? Justin was kind of a quiet guy. Like, is Tobias a little bit like that in terms of being laid back?
Yeah, I can see that now that you say that.
One's a little more vocal.
Yeah.
With you and Searcy and Nate, do you think you guys are in as good a position with the A-back position since you've been here?
I think so. We all got a lot of experience. We've all made a lot of plays, and we all just got to turn it up a notch a little bit and just continue to play hard.
It seems like overall, like the cut blocking it's become more consistent. Is that your perception of things?
Yeah, I think we've done pretty good. Just getting closer and actually getting guys down. Definitely like taking pride in the blocking this year.
How are you holding up physically? I know that was a big concern going into the season. Have you held up pretty well this year?
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
I imagine that's to be satisfying.
Yeah,
Stay healthy.
especially because of last year, all of last year. But yeah, I'm definitely a blessing to be healthy at this point.
Quan was saying that I think imagine you can understand. It was kind of frustrating for him not to be able to play because he's such a competitor and wants to be out there. Can you kind of understand?
Oh yeah.
What that feels like.
Oh, yeah,
and what it was like?
just being sitting out for the Tennessee game last year. It really just kind of like destroyed me like on the sideline because I've been watching that stadium get built for like 2 years and like dang, I can't wait to play there, and when the time comes I can't play there, and it really hurts. But I know how he feels.
When it comes to like dealing with injuries, how do you kind of get through that mindset of kind of getting that confidence back and everything?
Just gotta go to rehab every day and just believe in the training staff and just believe in yourself and just heal and just get better.
What's the biggest difference in offense from like the first half of the season to kind of going into, well, I guess we're already in the second half, but just, going from losing 3 straight games to now?
What's like the mindset of it?
Yeah, what's been the difference and all that?
I guess everybody being held accountable, everybody knowing their job, everybody doing the little things right, just locking in fundamentals.
Anything else? Thanks, Clint.
Thanks.
You're all done, bud. Marshall? Questions for Andrew?
Is that your first left tackle snaps on Saturday?
No, sir. I started at left tackle a couple years ago, 2 years ago. Yeah, sir. I started at left tackle, and then Trey Clark got hurt at right, and then I moved to right and stayed there, and then went back and started another one at left. So I kind of played both of them.
How hard is that to, I mean, is it kind of like it's kind of like eating with your left hand kind of thing, where you kind of, it's kind of harder to think through?
Yeah, sir. I mean, there's a degree of that. You know, I think mentally, I think it's you just got to focus and know where the play's going and all that. But I think it takes some time physically because you just everything's thrown off, everything's flipped. But I practiced it, so I kind of was ready for it. So
Offensive tackle's been a position over the last couple of years where there's been a lot of injuries. Maybe the performance wasn't what everyone was looking for, but I guess this season with all you guys back now, you really amped it up pretty good.
yeah, sir. I mean, it's nice to have a lot of people and everybody works hard and competes, which gets everybody else better. So I think it's nice to have a lot of bodies and people working hard and pushing each other to get better every day.
What do you think about being so run heavy? You know, obviously, typically you're like kind of like 80-20, but now it's, you know, you throw once or twice a game. What's that like for you guys?
I think that's just kind of been what it's been the last few weeks, you know, and it's just we've been running the ball and running it well in these last couple of games. So if it's working, just keep doing it. So it was like we never really got in a situation where we had to throw. I think we can if we need to, but we've been running the ball well and it's been going good. So I think it was kind of a game-to-game thing, and Johnson felt like that was the right thing to do, keep it on the ground, and it's been paying off. So that's good.
Do you notice that during the game, or is you kind of look at the stats at the end of the game and like, wow?
I don't think I really noticed it during the game, but afterwards you can look at the stat line and see everything. During the game, you're just focused on trying to make adjustments and whatever's happening. So I don't really pay attention to it, but you just keep playing, and then when you're over, you see the stats, and it's pretty cool to rush against VT for 465 and not throw it at all. So,
You excited? You got a senior, you're getting a night game and a whiteout against Miami, a team that you guys kind of owe a couple wins to.
Yeah, sir.
I imagine it's got to be kind of a fun thing.
Yeah, sir. It's exciting for sure to have a night game in Bobby Dodd. That's always fun. And I know my freshman year was the last time we beat Miami. And it was a 7 o'clock night game, wide out with Miami. So hopefully we can build off that and use some of that and go out there and play well and get another win against them.
Do you feel the line has gotten to the point where you have that consistent performance every game now?
Yeah, sir. I mean, I think we're getting better every week, and we just got to keep working to get better. I think that's paid off as we've gone along the season. Everybody's trying to work hard and keep getting better. And we've got 3 games left, and we need to continue and improve. There's things we can do even better. If we keep working at it and keep pushing, we'll hopefully get that execution better and better every week.
This seems like a game that's a little trickier for the offensive tackles with the athleticism that Miami has at linebacker. Is that kind of a fair assessment when you look at them?
Yeah, sir. They're definitely athletic. They love to slant and do a lot of different things, a lot of different schemes that they'll run. And pass protection-wise, when you do throw it, you got to be very sound because they're going to throw a lot at you, and they love to create tackles for loss and sacks, turnovers. That's kind of their mentality, and big plays and momentum is what they look for. So we gotta be sound and ready to handle all that.
I think I forget the numbers, but it was like 450 versus he ran against North Carolina. And after the game, I'm sure you guys heard it too, that Coach Johnson wasn't particularly ecstatic about the way the line played. Like, what does it say that you guys can do that? Like, run for that many yards despite not being maybe the top of.
Yeah, sir. I think it's what I was just talking about. It goes back to executing. I think, like I said, we did some good things, but we can keep doing better and keep executing better and pushing to get better each week. But yeah, I mean, it was good to rush for that and come back there, and we didn't do everything perfect. We found a way to win, which was the most important thing. And I think if we just keep pushing, it can be even some better numbers if we do the right stuff.
You obviously you were on the 14 line and 16 guys do a lot of good things too. How would you describe just maybe the identity of the offense, what you guys think? Like, and maybe how's a little different from other lines you play with?
Yeah, sir. It's kind of a tough question. I mean, every team's different every single year. I mean, this year it's different being as a senior versus when I was a freshman. That's a different mindset too. So it's nice to be a senior and be out there a lot and be the guy starting and being with those guys. And I mean, but I think every team that's successful just keeps working hard and trying to get better each week. And that's kind of what happened. I know the Tax Slayer a year or 2 years ago, we started 3-3 and kept pushing and finished and only lost 1 out of the last 6 or whatever it was. So you just got to keep working and keep trying to get better. So I know that Orange Bowl year we dropped 2 in a row and then came back and kept winning. So I think that's just what it is. Every team's got a different identity, but as long as you're pushing to work hard each week, that's the main goal.
What would it mean to get to a bowl game and finish it?
That'd be great. I mean, that's the goal always. You want to be a winning team and you want to do the right stuff. And we put ourselves behind the 8 ball when we started out, but we finally got it rolling and got back to a winning record now, and we got to keep that. I mean, we got to work so hard to get back to it, so we got to keep pushing and finish these last 3 and get the bowl game and see what happens and just keep winning one game at a time. That's all you can do.
Anything else for Andrew?